Okay, top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this may find you. I'm Dream. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Dreamy1, MRDREAMY1. Long story how I got the name. DM me, I'll tell you the story. But yeah, I'm here to give y'all some picks for the day. Let's get into it. I believe the last video I made, I'm gonna do better with the recaps, honestly. I put picks up every day. That's why I said y'all need to follow me on Twitter. I did not do good the first time I put a video up. I will say that. So let me see. Yesterday we was 3-0. Day before that we had some great cashes. Cashed a plus 2,600, plus 800 on the Heat comeback. And went 4-4. So in the day before that, I don't remember. Might have went 2-4. I'm not sure. But it wasn't up to standard. So that's the recap. Always want to be transparent. That is what it is. So this is what I'm on today. I posted these pics on my page probably at like 1 in the morning. A few of the lines as far as the juice has changed, but most of the lines are still widely available. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go into the picks and why I picked them, and then we're gonna give some blunt money bets. All right. De'Aaron Fox, first up. D Fox, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. It's 128 right now on FanDuel. I might have got it at like 120, 122 on FanDuel. So basically with D Fox, I bet it last game at 10.5. It was juice heavy. I didn't care. I drunk the juice and he covered that easily. And I see the same type game for him today. It's an elimination game. He's covered this line 4 or 5 games. He's flirted with a triple-double a few times. He's had, like, last game he had 9 and 7. A few games ago he had 9 and 9. And like I said, he's sailing over this number comfortably. So I'm thinking it's gonna be their last game of the season. I might have gave out dubs and 6 in my first video I made, or my second video, I don't know. But yeah, either way it goes, I think this is gonna be their last game, but he should get 40 plus minutes. So I expect him to do everything, again, be on triple-double watch. The fact that his finger is hurt, we saw he came out looking all right, looking aggressive, but just as I expected, they, Dre and all them, they gonna swipe at that hand, and his shooting kind of fell after that. So we'll see if he can keep the shooting up. But again, if he can't shoot, if his hand is killing him, if, for some reason his shot stopped falling, he's a great player. He's a great competitor. He's going to want to contribute in other ways. So give me De'Aaron Fox over 11.5 rebounds and assists on FanDuel. Second pick, and it's crazy because all these picks are from the same game. I'll go into a couple Laker leans after that. The Lakers are my favorite team. I tend not to bet them. But I'll go into a couple looks for that game, but nothing official. So next, we'll stay with the same team. Keegan Murray, under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists, PRA, minus 120 at DraftKings. Still widely available. You can go get it there. And this is basically a play because, first of all, I watch all the games, or most of the games. Keegan Murray had one good game. He's gone over this number one time. Now, one thing that could maybe talk you off of this is the fact that it could be a blowout, and if it's a blowout, they are going to play him, at the end with the scrubs just so him to get some stats. Okay. 2, he's played 30 plus minutes the last 3 games. In the first 2 games, he was playing less than 20 minutes. So his production in his minutes has gone up. Last game he had 18 PRA. So, you can definitely not play it. In the words of a lot of great bettors, like, you could talk me off of it, but I'm on it. And the reason why I'm on it is because, again, I don't really expect him to have an impact on this game offensively. Yes, he was at home and he had 10 points early, but what did he do in the second half? When it got crunch time, he fell off. Keegan Murray is going to be a very good player. I ain't talking bad on Keegan. He's cashed for us a few times this season. So I'm not even trying to talk bad at him. I just think him being a rookie, this being a must-win game, I don't expect him to contribute much offensively. And the fact that, you're giving me rebounds and assists, I can easily see him having 6 points, 5 rebounds, and no assists, and that being his game, to be honest. Now, let me think. As I looked at his game log, okay, yeah, so when I was looking at his game log, I noticed first 2 games he was under 20 minutes pretty much, and they won. Ever since they've been ratcheting his minutes up, they lost. So again, that's all the more reason for him to sit down. Maybe you get a Kevin Huerter game. I don't think so neither. Kevin Huerter really had like one good game for Atlanta, and that's how he kind of built his Red Velvet rep. But since then, if you look at his box scores in the playoffs, hasn't been that good. But maybe you get a Kevin Huerter game. I just think that Keegan Murray, even if he does get his 30 minutes, I don't expect him to score much. And I would not be surprised if Mike Brown sits him. The reason why I'm stuttering a little bit is because I was saying too much in my first video, and I'm like, I got a podcast, and I really don't say that much on there. But I'm noticing on these, I'm saying a lot. So the reason why it may feel like I'm unsure of my shit is because I'm trying to catch myself saying and I'm like, alright. But yeah, we on, as I say again, we on Keegan Murray, what's that, 18.5 under his PRA, all right? Next, same player, Kevin Looney. We're going to go over his 3.5 assists. That's minus 140 at DK. And we also going to go, over. I hope I didn't say under. We're going Kevin Looney over his 3.5 assists. That's on DK, minus 140. It should still be 140. We're drinking that juice. And we're going to go over his 16.5 rebounds and assists. That's minus 115 at MGM. He's gone over both of these numbers. This is like a trend play and an eyes play. He's gone over both of these lines. 3 of the last 5 games. The last 3 games has gone over this line. It has a lot to do with Dre playing decreased minutes. Yes. Dre coming off the bench. Yes. And also him playing increased minutes. They've won the last 3 games. I don't know why they would change. If Dre comes off the bench today, I love it, but I still like it regardless, because if you watch the games, a lot of the offense, not a lot, but some of the offense is going through Kevin Looney. He's getting the ball, he's making bounce passes, he's getting it in the I forget what they call it, but basically when the big man catch it in the lane and he could go up or he can kick it out for the 3, he's doing a lot of them kicks to the corner. So if they hitting their 3s, this assist line can cover easily. In the first half, he's gone the last 3 games he's had 6 or more assists. I think he had a 9 assist game. And these rebounds, don't get me started on the rebounds. Loon been beasting on the rebounds, and I think he had 22 last game, 20 rebounds last game. So yeah, we're gonna expect an elimination game. One of the quiet reserve leaders of the Warriors, we're gonna expect him to come out and do what he should do. And that's do what he's been doing the last 3 games that's led to their success. He's going to play 30 plus minutes. He's going to grab most of the rebounds, and he's going to have a few kickouts for 3s, and they're going to make them. And that's going to be that. So we're going to go over his 16.5 rebounds plus assists. That's minus 115 at MGM, and we're going to go over his 3.5 assists. That's minus 140. We're going to drink that juice. Minus 140 at Bet MGM. So those are the 4 picks. Let me get into the blunt money bets real quick. We going Looney 6 assists, Looney 8 assists. 6 assists is plus 290 at PointsBet. 1100 is the 8 assists at PointsBet. FanDuel, you can get the 8 assists at plus 1,000. DraftKings maybe like plus 850, but I don't like doing those stepped ups on DraftKings unless the odds is crazy, because you got to do a SGP with those. And you can find a leg with, like, Kevin Looney 5 rebounds, but you can't even do that rebounds. Well, maybe you can. Maybe you could do like Kevin Looney 5 rebounds and Kevin Looney 8 assists, if that's your only book. But I would prefer FanDuel PointsBet. PointsBet, they're not the best book, but they are good. They will have some outrageous lines. And people that follow me already know we use PointsBets for them live lottos. If 2 players, or we got players that get off to a decent start or even a poor start. Last one we hit was Ant Edwards to score 35 and Jamal Murray to score 30, or maybe one to score 40 and one to score 35. It was in the last series with them two. And PointsBet do offer that. I think it was like a plus 1,800 or plus 1,300, something like that. And I give those out live on my timeline. So again, follow me at Mr. Dreamy One on Twitter, because I'm a live player. If I'm watching the games, as I mostly do, I find some value. I shoot. I try to get the plays out, and I've been getting better. When I first started doing this, like whenever I got the line, I would get it and I would give it out. Now, 9 times out of 10, even if I love a line, just because I got followers now and stuff, even though it's only 700, but now that I have followers and stuff, I try to be more mindful, because I know it's people that be putting like money on my picks. Like, so I tend to wait till it's a commercial break. Then after when it's a commercial break, I already know what I'm eyeing. I look, I put it in, I post it, so you got 2-3 minutes to put it in. So yeah, look out for the live plays. So again, Looney, 6 assists, 8 assists. Look on PointsBet, look on FanDuel. She get it at 290 and 1100. I would play it to 250 and 850. So next, De'Aaron Fox, little 8 assists, 8 rebound parlay. He's only done this once this series, but he's got really close. Like I said, last game he had 9 and 7. Game before that he had 9 and 9. I can't remember what he had before that, but he's covered his rebound and assist line for the last 5 games. That's why we on it. So if you can get him 8 rebounds, 8 assists, plus 950 on DraftKings, do that. Nice little player, SGP. And the last pick that I'm on that I've already given out, and I feel like I gave it out in the last video here, but the last pick that I'm on is going to be the Dubs in 6. We got it at plus 125. We bet it before, like a day or two before, like basically with the De'Aaron Fox finger news. That's as soon as we seen that, I was looking at the lines. I couldn't believe them to win the 6 was plus 125, especially because the spread at the time was 4. It ended up going down to 2, but the Dubs took care of business. So yeah, Dubs win tonight. We cover that. So that's my action for the night. Quick recap: Fox over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Looney over 3.5 assists. Looney over 16.5 rebounds and assists. Keegan Murray under 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And the Dubs in 6. Blunt money bets: Looney 6 and 8 assists, and D Fox 8 rebounds and 8 assists, plus 925. Maybe I'll put that all together on one bet on some dingy shit. Now, real quick on the Laker game, I do think the Lakers wrap it up tonight. Will I be surprised if they don't? No. I expect you to get peak LeBron. I figured Bron would be doing this. I told a few of my boys that this is what I thought. If you look at Bron, in my opinion, he really hasn't gone hard this series yet. Yeah, he had the overtime game, but if you look at that game, he was really laying back that game. And then when it came time to make the plays at the end, he did, when he had the 20 and 20. But this could be a game where we get that 30, 35 point LeBron. So if I'm doing anything with that game, I'm sprinkling LeBron triple-double. I'm sprinkling LeBron with the 30, 35, 40. Fun fact, he's had a block in every game this series. So that's like minus 190, I think. So that's a great parlay piece. I've been putting on some parlays lately. AD, you know, he been on and off this series. I can't with AD. Now his stocks, I could look into that. You know, maybe some blocks and some steals. But aside from that, I can't get too heavy on AD. I can't trust AD like that. Austin Reeves is always a good look, certified baller. And that's it. You know, Rui Hachimura, he done fell back. Schroeder, D'Lo, you don't know what you're going to get. Malik Beasley could come in and finally actually shoot the ball like he's capable of and have 5 threes, but who knows? As far as the Grizzlies, I love Desmond Bane. His points and rebounds, I might end up getting there. If you look, he's been playing the 4 with some lineups where he's had Ja Morant, Luke Kennard, and Tyus Jones on the floor with Tillman and Bane. And in that lineup, he's guarding LeBron, and he's the 4. So they spreading the floor. They giving him the opportunity to drive more. He's shooting a lot. He's got like 20 shot attempts the last 3 or 4 games. So his point, and last game he had a double-double. So I can see him getting rebounds similar to that. Maybe his PRA, maybe his points and rebounds. I will stay off the threes because he's been kind of hit and miss. That 2.5 was juice. I ain't want to drink the juice, but I would stay off his threes. But I love Bane, and obviously can't talk you off of Ja. Can't talk you off of Ja. Can't talk you off of Dylan Brooks unders. Even though he did have that quote that he know he's gonna hit 4 or 5 threes eventually. So hey, the way the universe been working for him, it might just switch and he mess around and have 4 or 5 threes tonight and get back to that bubble Dylan Brooks. But yeah, I think the Lakers gonna win tonight. I think they do cover. If they win, they're gonna cover in my opinion. I personally will look at Ja, Bane, and Bron. Those three, and Austin Reeves. Any other little sneaky stats that I could think of? Nah, that's really it. So shit, as always, appreciate y'all listening. Probably be back tomorrow. It depends. My schedule be crazy, but every day I pretty much have a pick on Twitter. So thanks for rocking with me. Appreciate it. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my page, and follow me on Twitter, man. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get some bread.